If I was to ask you right now, why'd you go to the gym? I am 90% sure that you would say to build a better body. And I was exactly the same as you. When I first got into the gym, I don't think I've ever heard a vainer reason to start going to the gym. And it was literally my best mate, who is, in my opinion, one of the best looking blokes I've ever seen in my life. He started going to the gym. So for me, I was like, well, I don't want to get left behind, so I need to keep up with him. Because if we go on a night out, I'm going to have no chance. And that was my why to start going to the gym. As stupid as it sounds, you need to understand that that was the why and the entry to me going to the gym. But when I went through my battles with mental health, I realized that going to the gym wasn't just about having a low body fat percentage so that people could see my abs and that would ultimately make me feel better. Because believe it or not, I had a six-pack when I wanted to commit suicide. So the 5 biggest mindset improvements that I had from going to the gym at that time, and what you can get out of going to the gym, how it can improve your mindset, is exactly what's going to be in this video. So the first and biggest one, your confidence is going to go through the roof. And the reality of it is, this is associated with your body, of course, but the confidence that you get when you are building a better physique, you no longer want to have sex with your top on, because I've been there in the past where I remember I was with one of my ex-girlfriends and I felt disgusted by the way that I looked. So I kept my top on during, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? So your confidence is going to go through the roof. Not only just in the bedroom, if you're going on a night out and you're single, you're going to back yourself to, is that person hitting on me? Yes, well, I'm more confident now, so why wouldn't they be? Or if you're with a partner, do they still find me attractive? Well, yes, because my body is absolutely banging because of the work that I'm putting in. So your confidence is going to go through the roof if you are consistent with going to the gym. That is number 1. Number 2, your self-talk. This goes under the radar so much. People think that it's just normal to look at themselves in the mirror and say, oh, I'm a fat miserable git, or I'm a fat miserable mess, and I hate the way that I look naked. These thoughts, if you had someone following you around every day saying the things that you say to yourself in your ear, how would that make you feel? You would feel utterly more borderline depressed, because it is not nice to hear those things. So why does it matter if it is coming from somebody else or that is the way you talk to yourself? And when you go to the gym, you're noticing these little changes in your body. You're also telling yourself that you can do things that you want to do, you can do things on the days that you don't want to. And these little changes in your self-talk are going to improve your mental health, because it's not like someone's following you around all day giving you absolute nonsense abuse. So that is number 1 and number 2. Number 3 is absolutely huge, in my opinion, right? You have to understand, every day you go to the gym, you are achieving something. You have given yourself an hour of a day for self-care. So not only are you looking after yourself and prioritizing yourself, you're also achieving something. That's why I always say train in the morning, because if you're achieving something early, you're gonna set the tone for the day, and it's gonna be like, well, what can't I do today? Yeah? So you're gonna completely change your mindset, in the sense that if you're in a bad place or you're struggling, well, at least I've got to the gym. At least in my lowest moments, I can look after myself. And that was huge for me when I was struggling. It was, I had no motivation whatsoever to train, but I knew that not only did I not think about what I was going through when I was in the gym, but I knew that I was achieving something. I knew that I was chipping away at getting back to where I wanted to be physically, whilst realizing how much of a mental change I was making. So that is the top three. The other two that I think are also so important when it comes to your mental health is, I don't think that these I'm not saying that these are less important, but I am saying that the top three that I've mentioned there, they are everything. If you're confident, the way that you talk to yourself, and obviously what I just mentioned about achieving something in a day, they are critical, in my opinion, to changing your mindset. The other two, how do you think that it's gonna feel and the sense of achievement that you're gonna get when you start ticking off your goals? Yeah? So similarly to number three, but in the sense of when you stick to the gym and you start showing yourself that you see mad transformations. I've had clients that have lost over 20 kilos. What do you think that is going to do for your self-belief? That is, if you show yourself, if you lose 20 kilos, and some people, I don't think they understand how much that is. Walk around with a 20 kilo plate for a minute in the gym, just in both hands, and see how you feel. So losing that amount of weight, that is going to give you a mindset of, what can't I do? What can't I do? And self-belief, as I say, maybe I said that they're the top three, but I think self-belief can get chucked in there as well, because believing in yourself, believing that you can do things that you once thought were impossible is, what more could you want? Because then it doesn't just stay in the gym, it doesn't stay in weight loss, it transfers so much into other aspects of your life. Oh, well, I can go and achieve this business dream, or I can go and attract the partner of my dreams, whatever it may be. And finally, a huge one is the ultimate for your mental health. There is not once that you go into a gym, there is not a time that you leave a gym and feel worse than when you went in there. Even if you are having the worst day or you're going through a really tough time, you might still feel shit at the end of the gym session, but I can guarantee you, you will feel a little less shit than you did when you walked in. And that is the fact. Every gym session, you have to understand that you're going to experience, maybe it is the endorphins, but you're gonna be a lot happier, or not a lot happier, you're gonna feel better, even if it is a little bit after training. So never ever forget that. Never forget that, because for me, it was the biggest eye-opener to why I go to the gym. And that has stayed with me for the last 4 years now. And it is so important to realize that the mental benefits will always outweigh the physical ones, because what goes on in your mind dictates what happens in your life. So waiting and constantly thinking, I don't look the way that I want to look, well, that has no time. You don't know when you're going to feel that. But if you go into a gym session today, I can guarantee you when you walk out, you're going to feel better. So that is a result. And ultimately, the more you go to the gym, the better your body will be. So when you focus on the mental benefits rather than the physical benefits, you're going to get results through every single session that you go to, and you're going to be working towards the body of your dreams without even thinking about it. So you need to switch the dial and the needle to focus on the mental benefits of training, and the physical benefits will follow, because you will be more consistent, and you will realize how much better going to the gym makes you feel. I hope that helped. As always, like and subscribe, and more content to come. Bye.